Moin Moin and welcome to Ralph's Foto-Bude. Today I want to show you the Canon 650D, or in the American market also known as Rebel T4i. Yeah, it's a very popular digital camera. It's not so expensive, but it had a lot of things you can do with, and it's well equipped with some nice features. So I have the battery grip under the camera. The reason why I use the battery grip, I have large hands, and I like it if I can hold the camera very firm. So if you use this grip, you see the little finger is very good in this pocket of the battery grip, so you can hold the camera very firm. And also in the upside format, you can hold it. You have the release button, you have the dial here at the battery grip. So, and you have the very extended battery lifetime, so you can shoot a lot of pictures. Like if you're on a long day photo shooting, the battery will hold for a day or longer. So that's very nice. You can put two of the usual Echo battery packs in the camera, or you can use the standard batteries. There's another holder you can put in the standard Echo packs. Yeah, I have this one. It's this one you can use also. Yeah, the camera has a very nice feature. I'll show you on the back, and this is the LCD screen. You can turn it and you can open it like this, can turn it up, can turn it down, and it's a touch screen. And this makes it very easy to use the camera. I will show you some examples how this will work. It's very easy to change the settings of the camera. It's very intuitive, and so I like it very much, the LCD screen. I turn it on and put it in this direction. So on the top of the camera we have the program dial with the different program settings. We have the ISO button, and we have a dial, the shutter release, and the on-off switch. And as you see here, there's the small video symbol. That's if you want to make videos with the 650D. Now I say 650D, even if I know it's also the Rebel, but in Germany we only sell the 650D, so they are absolutely identical. Only this type sign says something else in the United States and other countries. So on the back side of the camera we have the menu button, info button, the exposure correction button, the quick menu button. I'll show you later how this will work. The 4 buttons on the circle, the set button in the middle, the replay, and the trash button. So, and here we have 2 extra buttons for the settings of the exposure, and for the magnifying if you make the replay of the pictures. This one is the live view button, so I show you later how the live view of the camera works. So let's get started. Here we are. So as I told you before, the camera is built with a touch screen. And the good thing, it's very, very easy to use. So if you want to change the settings of the camera, just press the Q button down there or the Q button here. It's exactly the same function. And if you want to change something like the self timer, just go on the point where the self timer is, and then turn the dial. And as you see, here we are, single shooting, continuous shooting, or self-timer. So it's very easy to use. If you want to change the settings of the ISO, just go with your fingertip on the ISO symbol, and then you can turn. It's very easy. You can tap a second time on it, and if you tap a second time on it, you will see the different settings of the ISO, and you can directly press on the symbol which you want. So it's very easy to use. So all the settings of the camera, if you want to change the AF operation, just go on the one shoot symbol, just turn the dial, and you see you have the different autofocus settings. So it's very easy to use and very simple to change the settings. Here you have the image quality, it's always the same. Tap once and change it with the wheel. Tap a second time and you will get the whole menu where you can change the settings very easy. And as I said before, it's unimportant if you press the Q button here on the camera or if you press the Q button on the display, it's always the same. So if you are in the live view mode, just press the button here on top, then you are in the live view mode and you will see the actual picture on the screen. You see there on top is the small Q sign. Press the Q sign and you have the same as before. You see here are the different settings for the camera. Just turn the dial and you see there are the different settings. It's very easy, even in the live view modus. In the live view mode you can change the most important settings of the camera by a fingertip. I love this very much. And another very comfortable thing is the autofocus. By touching only the monitor, and you will see the camera will focus on this point and release. You can change this by just pressing this small sign down here. If you just a second, I have to go back. So if you press this signal, you can change between the different settings. In one setting, the camera only focus on the point. You see, touch shutter is disabled, or in the other way, the camera also make a picture if you press on the point of the display where you want to focus on. So if you see, I focus on this point, I can focus on my mouse, and the camera puts the focus directly on my mouse. So it's very easy if you want to compose a nice picture, like a person in the foreground, mountains in the background. Just tip your finger on the face of the person, the camera focus on the face of the person, and it's sharp and crisp, and the background is smooth, and it depends on the aperture you use. So it's very nice and very comfortable to compose real nice pictures with foreground and background. It's a very easy way. You don't have to change autofocus points or something like this. It's one of the easiest way to compose pictures. So that's the reason why I like touch screens very much, because for my photography feelings and for my work I daily make, it's very easy to focus on a certain point of a picture. So it's very easy. Yeah, that's the way the touch screen work. Now I want to show you the menu. Here's the menu button, and if you press the menu button, even the menus are touch screen menus. So you can go there and you just tap on the point, and the camera goes on the point. So here we are with the picture quality or image quality. You can change between different settings. You have the RAW setting. Even here you can change the settings by putting the finger on the setting you want. So it's very easy to change it, and very simple. Say okay, and here we are. So you have the image review, lens aberration correction, red eye reduction for the flash. the camera has a built-in flash, but also you can control several Canon flashlights directly from the screen. Here you can set the different power of the flash. If you use like 2 or 3 flash, it's very easy to handle. So on the next point we have the exposure compensation, or the multiple exposure, custom white balance, color space, picture style. Here you can change between different picture styles like portrait, landscape, neutral or auto. And by the way, you can define yourself some, I think it's 3, yeah, there are 3 different types of picture style settings by yourself. So then you can set, if you use auto ISO, then you can say what's your maximum ISO the camera should use. So if you only want to use like 1600, just go there, and if you use ISO auto, then the camera will go up to a maximum of 1600 ISO. Long exposure noise reduction, high ISO speed noise reduction, you can set these 2 points if you use a long exposure. Live view should enable is if you want to make from the live view pictures, or you can disable it. Continuous autofocus. So touch shutter, that's what I showed you before. Just put the finger on the screen and the camera will release. You have different grids, and for sure you have different aspect ratios, like 16:9 if you want to see your pictures on a nice flat screen. Just use the 16:9 aspect ratio. So that's very easy. I go back to 3:4. Yeah, you have different settings for the picture. If you look for the pictures, you can protect, rotate, erase the image, have different filters. So then you have the general settings of the camera, where you can select the folder file numbering. You can say if the camera should auto-rotate the pictures. iFi settings, I use an iFi card. It's very comfortable because the picture is transferred via a wireless LAN directly to a device you choose, like an iPhone, iPad, or a normal computer. So it's very easy. You don't have to put out the SD card and put it in the device. It's going directly through the wireless LAN connection. It's very easy to use. So then we have auto power off, LCD brightness, date, time, language, video system, screen color you can change, and you have the copyright information. So these are the main settings of the camera. Yeah, it's very easy to do this because the menu is very clear structured. So I think it's very easy to handle, and the menus you can understand very easy, so there are no different formulations or something like that. I think it's easy to understand it, and it's easy to work with it. So let's go back to the live view modus. Here we are with the live view modus. So in the live view modus, you can put the focus point. If you don't want to press on the screen, you can change the focus point also by using this small 4-way buttons. So if you want to make a correction, you see, if I press the exposure correction button, you see there are small yellow signs on the screen. So, and if you turn the wheel, the dial on the shutter release button, you see you can change. So that's exactly the same way. If you want to change the ISO, just press the ISO button, and as you see, the camera goes directly in the ISO menu. You can turn it here by using the dial, or just press on or just press on the screen and you change the ISO. So I think the settings of the camera and the usage of the camera is very simple, very clear, and easy to understand. You have the autofocus button to change, you have the white balance buttons to change all the settings. So I think it's really easy to understand how the camera works and easy to understand how you can change the different settings and you customize the camera in the way you want to do it. So let's see. If I press the info button, you see the camera show different settings, like a histogram, and shows the different settings of the resolution and stuff like this. So yeah, on top we have the program dial. Here we have the different settings of the programs. We have time and aperture value. We have the manual setting of aperture and shutter release time. Then we have the green button, that's the scene intelligent automatic. So the camera will set everything by itself, so you don't have to watch what you have to do. The camera make everything according to the scene, so color tone, brightness, autofocus. So this is the situation if you only want to go out and shoot and don't care about everything. So that's very easy to handle. Then we have the flash off if you don't want to use a flash like in the museum or somewhere else. Then we have the creative auto. Here you can change different settings like the background blur, or you have the different color settings. So you can get a little bit creative for your pictures. Then we have, just a second, then we have the portrait mode, we have a landscape, we have close-up or macro mode, and we have the sport mode. Then we have night portrait modus for if you want to shoot portraits at the night. And then we have the handheld night scene. There the camera take 4 pictures and create a stable image out of these 4 pictures. So if it's quite dark, you don't want to use a tripod, or you don't have a tripod, you can try to use this handheld night scene, because sometimes it works good, sometimes it don't work so good. But it's nice to try and nice to have. It's better to get a little bit blur picture than to get no picture, because you don't have a tripod and the scene is very dark. So you should try in the situation. And at the last point we have the Hdr Backlight Control, where the camera combines 3 shots with 3 different exposures to a highlight shadow detail build, where the picture where the dark and the light points in the picture show very, very high contrast. But therefore you need a tripod, because you have to put the camera on a tripod to get a real crisp, sharp picture. Yeah, so these are the settings of the camera. I go to P, and here we are. If you want to take movies, just go up, and as you see, the camera is in the movie mode, so it's 16:9. You can use the quick mode. So here you see which settings you can use while you make a movie. Let's see. One of the points here is, you see the movie the camera make full HD 1920 to 1080 with 25 or 24 frames per second. Just go back so you can see it. Here we are with 25 or 24 frames per second, or with 50 pictures in a lower resolution. So the camera comes in the kit with a new STM lens. And the new STM lens is very good if you want to take a movie, because it's focus very smooth. The focus is not like whoa, 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 up and four. It's a little bit more smooth. It's a little bit softer. So if you take movies from things which are moving forward and back, or from the left side to the right side, and you want to follow them, the focus of the camera tries to hold it sharp, and the lens works a little bit slower in the focus, so you don't have these big jumps between sharp and unsharp. It's a little bit softer. So the lens is for video. It's very good. Canon brings out some more of these STM lenses. So if you want to take movies, the 650D is a very good camera. Another reason why the 650 is a very good camera for taking movies, because as you see on the side, you have a connection for a microphone, so you don't have to use the built-in microphone. It's a stereo microphone, as you see here. We have two microphones built in the camera, but if you want to have a good sound, just use the external microphone. The second thing is here HDMI and USB, and on the other side we have the SD card slot. It's only one SD card slot, but I mean in this camera class it's usual that you only have one SD card slot. Yeah, so the 650D is a very nice camera with a high picture quality, 18 megapixel aps-c sensor, which gives you a real nice picture quality, crisp, sharp, even in the high ISO, like up to 6400, 12800 also. You get a real nice picture quality without a lot of noise in the picture. The camera is easy to use. I think it's one of it's one of the cameras which is very easy to use, even if you are not so in photography. The settings are easy to change, so I like it very much, and I think it's a very good camera if you want to go up from a small compact camera to a little bit more advanced stuff with the interchangeable lens, and a little bit more with all the things you can use with a DSLR. On my internet page I have a review of the 650D, unfortunately only in German, so you may have a look on it, and in the Flickr account I have some pictures which were made from the 650D, so you can compare it. You can have a look for the noise and the high ISO, and can compare it with other cameras. Yeah, so that's my review. Thank you for viewing me, and hope you enjoyed it. I would like if you come back to my YouTube channel and watch some of the other movies I made from the other cameras. And so long, come with me on www.ralfsfotobude.de. See you and moin moin!